Marcy, Ryan, deadly deals are taking place right here in the valley. Assault rifles are purchased at local stores and then smuggled to Mexico. Our investigation reveals how criminals are exploiting federal laws, all of it to supply weapons to drug cartels. Just take a look. It's a sound that's all too familiar in Reynosa and other Mexican border towns. Gunfire from AK-47s, AR-15s, and other assault rifles. Each year, thousands of them are traced back to the United States, and many of them right here to the valley. Jonathan Blaze with the ATF office in Harlingen says his job is finding the people who bought the guns. Using the ATF's E-Trace system, Mexican police simply enter a gun serial number, launching an investigation. But there's just one problem.
There is no magical database, there is no national registry that ATF or the federal government, for that matter, has on firearms, firearms information or firearms ownership in the United States.
ATF agents can only find out who made the weapon. From there, the distributor, then the gun store, and finally the person who bought it. The whole process takes about 1 to 2 weeks. Just this year alone, 21 assault rifles found in Mexico have been traced back to the valley, resulting in 4 criminal cases involving 14 people.
But they're being recruited by individuals who have contacts, whether it be inside the United States or direct contacts to cartels in Mexico.
Anthony Cecilio Jaramillo of Harlingen was one of those recruiters. ATF agents arrested him in March. He paid Irene Vieira, Alonso Sepulveda Jr., and other straw purchasers to buy assault rifles that ended up in Mexico. Gun stores in the 4 border states are all required to report people buying more than 1 assault rifle in a 5-day period. But gun traffickers know better.
They are diverting that law, and they're either sending a person in, a straw purchaser, to buy just 1 firearm from 1 licensee and then go to a separate licensee, or they're staggering their purchases to circumvent that requirement.
Gun traffickers can go city by city, buying 1 assault rifle at each store. The ATF wouldn't even know until they're recovered in Mexico, days, weeks, months, or even years later. But some say there are easier solutions. UTB government professor Guadalupe Correa Cabrera is an expert on drug cartels. She believes a national database matching gun serial numbers to owners would help. But records must be updated each time a gun changes hands. The professor crosses the border at least once a week. She says Mexico also needs to do more.
Sometimes nobody verifies what I have. And I can be wearing a bag. I mean, carrying a backpack, and I can be traveling to Mexico 10 times and carrying 5 guns.
Regardless of what solution is used, gun trafficking is on a collision course with the Second Amendment. Jeremy Riley with the Rio Gun Club in La Feria has been around guns all his life. He favors stricter penalties, stricter sentences, and more funding for the ATF. But he says a national gun registry is not the right solution.
There's like 350 million guns in this country already. Just the sheer logistics of telling everybody, hey, I need to know what guns you have. And then that just opens up the government just one more step into being able to control our Second Amendment.
Back in Harlingen, Agent Blaze says they'll continue to do their work to shut down the pipeline of weapons to Mexico.
You know, ultimately that firearm is going to end up in the hands of somebody who's going to use it for a crime of violence and is going to hurt somebody or kill somebody with it.
Now, out of the entire Lone Star State, the Valley only follows Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio as a source of assault rifles for drug cartels. ATF agents say they'll continue to work to shut it down. Reporting from the studio, Sergio Chapa, Action 4 News.